Hello everybody and welcome back to another year, another Spookfest. So, this year, I have I'm running out of games really, but I have a few games loaded up and ready, and the way our kind of schedule is going to work, I'm still going to try to post the usual. Right now I got Final Fantasy 2 and Nobunaga's Ambition is still currently going. The first, about Tuesday, is going to be Final Fantasy, and Friday is going to be Nobunaga's, and the two in the middle are going to be Spookfest videos. There might be a little bit more background noise because I'm having to do this in the middle of the day because work is crazy right now. So starting us up, I'm going with The Sinking City based on H.P. Lovecraft, which I love so much. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself and come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes van der Berg. No. Kitty cat. I don't need you right now. No. Go on. Oh, that's not normal. Really? Seems normal. Well, I have a brick.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Okay, so it's message from before. What's that then? Okay. Gotta hold it down.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out!
Oh, okay.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Oh, he's not shady at all.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
Speaking of which, his eyes,
Well, I
daggum.
have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already fettered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Okay.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
He's the devil! Oh, hello. I'm just gonna leave that everywhere, huh? Oh, this place is lovely. Mm-hmm. Okay. Under a kill bar.
I don't care about your petty excuses.
Oh, hello.
No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle outside?
It literally...
Like I say, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Ooh, I know Innsmouth.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
Okay, so this is like...
Just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us. the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big sticking pile of trouble.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Hmm.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about vision.
Another newcomer with another problem.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this inn's
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you.
What makes you think you can do it?
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you...
And I'm the protagonist.
Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? This fisherman's...
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the...
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton.
Find my son, newcomer.
Okay. Hi there.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Okay. Let's go somewhere else then. Did you put it away? Okay, you put it away. No, you didn't put it away. Put it away. People might not be so keen to just see me running around with a gun. What's this then? Okay, is that just telling me different locations? I guess so. Lovely. Oh goody, it's even inside. Oh, hello.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
God, your eyes. Like Gollum and Steve Buscemi.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I
What
wanna know
happened?
What happened here? Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing.
What is that on the side of your...
Barry left
Oh,
again
sure.
to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. And he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
I That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
I'll leave you to it.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth.
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I... Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem.
Alcohol. Probably should get that hole in your floor fixed.
5 cards short of a full house. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Whoa, what in the world? What am I seeing?
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugulina.
Oh, there you
I
are.
can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What was that? What on earth was that? Oh. Ow. What is happening here? What are you? Why are you doing this? Okay, where am I?
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
That's usually how it goes. Alright.
I've said everything I know.
Well, good for you. Alright. Let's see, there's gotta be something. I never hold it long enough. Okay, so I must have missed something up there, and plus I don't know whatever that was.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Maybe that knife. Maybe I should have used my sense on the knife.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haftin.
There's gotta be something else I missed. Something, who knows, maybe obvious.
Sounds like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What is going on with my screen?
Choo choo.
Choo choo indeed.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Okay. Oh, this is a big map. Can I jump? There we go. So okay. Ain't nothing in there.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Alright, guess we're just gonna go wander around. There's no clues or anything to lead on. There's a mark right there. Maybe the mark has something to do with it.
The door won't budge.
What in the world? What is this place? There we go. I was about to say, I thought the triangle was the jump button. Doesn't really seem to be. The door won't budge.
The door won't budge.
So there's gotta be another way in. Maybe a lower way or something like that. I would think these doors. But it doesn't look like it. These buildings might be connected. But I feel like there should just be another way in. I don't see a busted window or anything like that. Not one that I can climb in. Can't go in there, that's a dead end. Maybe it's on this way. Is this a lifeboat?
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Okay. All evidence collected. That tells me that all the evidence wasn't collected in the fisherman's house. Or else that would have popped up. So there's something still with the fisherman's house that I need to find. I don't know where it could be, because we've been everywhere, unless there's like something on the... There's gotta be something down here, if anything, because we've been everywhere else. Ugh. Why? Oh.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
One,
What's happening?
2,
Take this, ape
3.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
What? What was that?
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
What does mind place mean? Did I miss something? Came out here, killed this guy with a barrel.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Came out there. Okay. Mine place. Okay. Combine clues to make deduction. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. And it's a weird track in motion.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Oh, now the door opens. I ain't taking no chances. Albert? Oh,
One
no.
fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Oh, what the? Whatever that is. I should have hit it like that.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
You got nothing to say about the weird creature in the back? Come on, any more gonna pop out? I'll smack them. Upstairs. No? Okay.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay. Where am I going to find? Can I track him? Maybe not. The bar seems important.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
The door won't budge.
What the? Get them! Oh.
Welcome to Under the Kill. What do you want?
I've seen something.
So you met a wild beast. They arrived in the flood.
You're basically saying the same thing.
Bye.
Don't do that again.
Come. Come closer, troubled soul.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear.
Seems a little... Alright, how much?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my few...
Good. The sea will be generous in the coming days.
I don't think I fall.
I see old and new. A hard heart again. And tall pillars, circled by the...
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Okay. And I lost a pistol round. That's great.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Okay. Good to know. Can I walk up this? I can. The only thing I can think of is if there's another clue. Or maybe I could talk to their buddies. They might be like, where does your pal Lewis usually stay? He's like, well, he's a big fan of the bar. Stuff like that. Let's find out.
I've said everything I know.
Well, you're no use to me then. Well, that replenished fast. Skills. Okay.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen that.
Oh, maybe I'm crazy. You know where I
I
could...
gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Okay.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
There's something. There's gotta be something. No clue left behind.
There's something in the pocket.
Okay. Key evidence, huh? Uh-huh. So that's how it works. Now that I know that, I can go tell the barkeep, "Where's Lewis? I know you know where he is." I got one bullet, so I better make it count.
I'm looking for a man by the...
Yeah, even if I knew.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn, so it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide.
Rock. That would explain the blood.
So,
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You got a promise.
smart man. Bye.
You want a drink?
Hello, train. Good timing.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Ugh. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse with me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't...
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Well, good for you.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love...
You mentioned a grand family.
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld. The Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, The Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cutting.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grind.
You think you're the first person to...
Please, Mr.
Now, don't try my...
I mean, the guy's still dead.
Don't do that again.
Alright, let's go ahead and get the mind blaze out of the way.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family. Took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Yes, you've earned it. Gee, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activities that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I...
I'll give you the address.
Oh, you're talking quite a bit. The expedition headquarters, so you can tell me.
Sorry, Mr. Throckmorton.
I'm a
Yes.
busy man. When you
Yes,
finish,
yes, 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 yes. Good deal. Good deal. And that is all the time I have for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you in the next one.